To achieve this, we go back to our flight simulator. You go to File, Open Project, and now we navigate to the project we created. And over there you open the XML file in that folder. Next, project editor will open. We need to make some changes in it. What I always do, I'm deleting this model lib while there are the examples are only in that. We don't need them. Remove them, and you have to switch on the inspector. That looks like this, and you have to add an asset group for our scenery that we have to build. Click on Add Asset Group, go to Custom, Next, give it a name. The asset type has to be model lib, and now click on Create. And over here you see the created asset group. Now when you open your project folder, you notice that there are a lot more folders and files in it. That's created by in the developer mode by the SDK. Now what you have to look for is this folder. You see packet sources, opened it. You see scenery, opened it. You see partly the name of the project you created, opened it. Now you see the last part of that name, open it. And this is the folder where we are going to create our scenery files that we made with Blender. So go back to Blender, and now you go to the exporter. That is this tab, and you see a new menu, the menu from the exporter. And first what you have to do is to change the settings over here and make sure that this is ./texture, that you add this over here. Then there are a lot of settings in it. I will open them briefly so you can look what the settings are, and eventually you can fill them in the same way. Okay, now we go to Objects. You can give this another name. I normally will change that. Of course, a way that you like. Then I go to the option Grouped by Collections and check and uncheck it. So otherwise, not always these names are taken over from this part here. Now you choose for Generate XML, override GUID, check this, and here you have to fill in the location we just discussed. So that's our project folder. And the packet sources, scenery, and here you say accept. Next you click on export. You'll have to wait now. Okay. As soon as the normal cursor appears, the export is finished. Now you can check your folder in your project, and when it's correct, you see here 3 files and 1 folder. Files describe the model, and the texture folder holds all the textures from it. Okay, to build our scenery, we go back to our flight simulator, to the project editor, and here you click on build all. That takes a while, so we wait for that. That took about 2 minutes. You see the console opening, and it got a lot of notifications in it. You see a lot of errors and warnings. Well, that's something that's normal, and it looks like everything is fine now. What we are doing now is we have to start flying on the location that we want to build our scenery. So for that, I shall put this aside. We go to the world map, start a flight, because you take over also the time of day, and we're now in the dark. I put it on the middle of the day, so close that. And we go to Ravendeel. That's over here, and that is where we start our flight. We fly. Okay, we go to options, pause simulation, camera, developer camera, and now with the characters WASD, you can go to the area you want. With the characters R and F, you can up and down, and with your numpad 4862, you can rotate and tilt the camera. As you see, this is the old scenery we want to replace. Okay, next we're going to open the scenery editor, so we can add our scenery. With the editor there are some windows that open. What windows are opened you can see under view. So the objects you needed in the objects window, you can find your scenery you created, and you need also a properties window and the gizmo. Oh, that are these windows, and I will put them aside so that you can see what's happening on the screen. First, find your so-called package that you created by typing a part of the name. That's over here. And here you can put with this option, one-click placing, you can put your scenery over here, and just by clicking once and uncheck this, you see you have put your scenery in the landscape. One of the things you first have to do now is go to the properties and uncheck this snap to ground. That's necessary because otherwise you cannot move your scenery around the y-axis, I think it is. So open the gizmo, that must be somewhere. It's over here. Okay, soon as you click that, you see here the green axis to move it up and down, the red axis and the blue axis. And with this you have to place your scenery on the correct position. I will not make a lot of work on it, but okay, like this. So now your scenery looks like this. Maybe you noticed that in your model there are still AI generated objects from the flight simulator that you have to remove. When I lower this, you see that all the buildings are still there, so we have to remove them, and we'll do that by creating an exclusion polygon. And to create one, we were in scenery. You have to choose the object type polygon, and you click on one-click add and place your rectangle over here. Keep your left control key down, and here you can create your desired polygon. The last one you have to double click. Okay, well, you created this one roughly. You can refine that, of course, yourself. Here you can see the properties of this polygon, and what you need to do is to here exclude all. So when you now look in your, I have to remove this one. When you look over here and you go down, you see that all the buildings are disappeared. If you want, you can also remove all trees from it. To do so, you have to select the polygon. This one you can remove. Your polygon. Then go to, where is it? It must be vegetation, and all sliders you have to set to 0. And when you do that, also all AI generated, oh, this is not correct, of course. All the AI generated trees are excluded now. Okay, next important is to save your scenery. To do so, click on Save Scenery. The location where you have to save that is in packet sources, scene, and there is already a file. I will remove that and then I called it my scene and I say save. Actually you can close the editor now and click on build all. Package will be built. Okay, that's finished. And you can close the project editor. You can switch off the developer mode. And actually you have to shut down your flight simulator. To use your newly created scenery, you have to copy the created package, and the created package is in your working folder under packages. This is your created package. You can copy that and you have to paste that in your community folder. Yeah, you have to search on YouTube or so. There are several videos that explain where you can find your community folder, but that is where you have to paste it. And after that you have to restart your flight simulator. Only during startup he looks to your community folder if there are packages in it and build that in the scenery. So we start our flight simulator. Now go to the location that you created your new scenery and look around. I hope you found this useful and have fun with it.